Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Gibson and this is a 2D design tutorial. This tutorial is appropriate if this is your very first go at 2D design. So if you've never used this software before, this is the tutorial for you. We're going to produce a 2D design page that looks something like this, starting with some very simple shapes and getting more complicated until by the end you're able to produce some quite complicated geometries like this. So we have two toolbars, one over here and one on the right hand side. We're going to start with some lines. So if I hover over that tool, look, it says lines. It won't surprise you that if I click once with the line tool and then I can click again and I get a line. And I can get rid of it using this tool here, undo. So let's just do something else. See here, gridlock. So gridlock is very useful because if I have gridlock and the line tool selected, see how my cursor now jumps from dot to dot. Yeah, it's locked to the grid. So I'm able to produce perfectly horizontal lines and perfectly vertical lines. And connected lines, of course. So I just want you to have a look down here. So there's a load of numbers down at the bottom. So ignore this first box here and look at this second box here. When I draw a line, you can see the length of that line. So that second box at the moment is saying 70 and 0. That means my line is 70 millimeters across and no distance down. So that's a 7 centimeter or 70 millimeter line. Yeah. If I want a vertical line, so that one is no distance across and 50 millimeters down. Okay, so that second box here, this box tells you the length and size of objects. Okay, let's get on with our tutorial. We're going to do our whole tutorial with gridlock or step lock selected. Okay, so make sure you've got gridlock selected for starters. So our first object is 1, 2, 3, 4 grids across and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grids down. So use your line tool. Make sure gridlock is selected, start in the corner and go 40 across. So we're looking at these numbers here, 40 across and 50 down. Yeah, and 40 across and 50 down. You can do it by counting dots, 4 dots across, 5 dots down, but it's better practice if you're looking at these numbers down here. Okay, so that's drawing a rectangle using lines. So our next one is a pair of squares, and the squares are 5 dots or 5 centimeters or 50 millimeters square. Okay, so shapes. Look at this pair of numbers here. It says 50 by 50, and then inside it's 30 by 30. Okay, so very simple shape tool. What have we got here? A pair of circles. So circle tool. Click once for the center of the circle. Move up 2 grids. Click again. Select the center of the circle. Move up 1 grid. Click again. Simples. So this next shape here is to practice using the delete tool. So I start with a 50 by 50 square. Back to shapes. 50 by 50 square. And then I'm going to draw another rectangle inside it and overlapping like that. Okay, and you can see I want to delete some bits. Now the delete tool is down here and you'll see it says del any. If I click on one of those squares or rectangles, it will delete the rectangle. Just undo that. If I click and hold that delete tool, choose the second one. It says delete part of an object between the 2 nearest intersections. So I'm choosing the second delete tool. I can now delete parts of lines. Okay, so it deletes a line until it meets another line up to an intersection. Very useful delete tool. Next shape. So this one is made up of a square and 2 circles, and then we use that delete tool that we've just used. So the square looks like 3 by 4, so it's a rectangle. 3 across, 4 down. Yep. And then a circle off that center. So the center of the circle is the middle of that edge there. And and the centre of this one's there. Look, yeah, and up one grid. Yeah, and then we use the same delete tool. Delete the bits we don't want. Cool. So the next one, this one's awkward because it's not on grid. Look, if you look at that corner there, that corner is not sitting on a grid point. It's sitting halfway between two grid points, very awkwardly. So we can't do it using gridlock because we're locked to the grid. So look, double click gridlock. Where it says step spacing, so leave your grid spacing alone. That leaves that's the grid size, 10 by 10 millimeters. Change your step spacing to 5 and 5. Okay. And then look, instead of and then select step lock. So instead of gridlock, this time I've got step lock selected. So this time, now see how my cursor can find the halfway points between the grid dots. Yeah. So choose a halfway point, a midpoint, drag out a rectangle to another midpoint. Yeah. And then this time inside it from grid point to grid point. So this time the gap between the two squares should be 5 millimeters. In this case, the gap between the squares is 10 millimeters. In this case, it's 5 millimeters. Okay. So that's using step lock. I'm going to keep my step lock selected for the next one. So this is just two squares that overlap each other. I'm going to start here and do a 3 by 3 square. And then the next one starts in the centre of that square. So pick up the centre and draw another one out, 30 by 30, like so. Okay, so that's just two 30 by 30 millimeter squares. Next one is fairly simple. It's got roundy corners though. So let's start with a 5 by 5 square, a 50 by 50 square. That's a 50 by 50 square. So to round the corners, see this tool here, it says arcs. If you hover over it, click and hold it and select the last arcs tool. So it's this one. It says draw a filleted arc between two lines. It will say radius 10, so you can leave that for now. Okay, we'll leave it at 10. And then all you do is you select two lines and it will put a little radius or a curve in between those two lines. Select another two. So I'm going to go all the way around my square, radiusing the corners of my square. The next object, so this is rectangles, 3 rectangles, and they've got radius corners, but the radius is a little bit smaller. So I'm going to start with what looks like 20 down and 50 across. So let's put my gridlock on, 20 down, 50 across. That looks like it. Double click the arcs tool. Double click. Come on. And change your radius to 5, say. Okay. That's not 20, that's 25. I'm going to change it. Put my step lock on. Bring it down, small one. Okay. Arcs, radius 5. Okay. Change my corners. Okay. So, select the object. Now, when you select an object, it goes pink. And all these little tools appear. We're going to learn what all of these little tools are. The first one we're going to use is this one, copy. Copy it, and you get a copy of it. And it moves it 10 millimeters across and 10 millimeters down. We'll leave it where it is. Let's have another copy. Yeah, so I've got 2 copies of the same object. Let's do something else. So this starts with a 50 by 50 square. Start with a 50 by 50 square. That's there. 50, 50. And I'm going to rotate it. So select it. Again, all these little tools pop up. This one here on the right is your rotate tool. So you can grab hold of it and you can rotate it. And if you look here, it tells you the angle that you've rotated it through. So I'm going to go for 45 degrees. It's there. 45 degrees. Okay, and then I'm going to draw another one just where the original was over the top. Yep. That's your rotate tool. What have we got here? This started with a 50 by 50. So start with a 50 by 50 square again. So this is a curve, okay, or an arc. So arcs, you want to select the one that says draw an arc through 3 points. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th tool across. Draw an arc through 3 points. And then all I did was I picked up the corner, and then one of these dots. Doesn't really matter if it's not exactly like mine. And then another corner, and that gives you an arc that passes through. So you click 3 times, and your curve passes through each of the points that you click on, basically. Let's get rid of the bits we don't want. And I just used the corner arcs again. So click and hold arcs, choose the last one. I used 15, I think I did. There we go. So this is very similar. I think you can work it out. It's a rectangle 50 by 30. And then I used the same draw an arc through 3 points. And I click once in the corner, once above the middle, once in the other corner, again in this corner, again somewhere above the middle, again in this corner. Okay folks, I think we're going to leave that there, and I'll finish off the rest of this drawing in a second tutorial. So good luck with that. I'll see you in the next tutorial.